Yeah. Superstition. It's funny. On my way here today, I was thinking about the playoffs, NHL playoffs. I look around and I all of a sudden see a bunch of cavemen as opposed to hockey players. Whatever happened to our nice, clean shaven hockey players? Like, honestly. Well, we've got Justin Goulet here, and he's going to chat about it because guess what? He has them. I have them. You have them. Everybody has superstitions.
Every single person, every listener here has a superstition. Thank you so much for letting me join you, Linda.
Oh, you're welcome. It's going to be a blast having you here. It does, though. If I think back, okay, I could sit here and say, well, I'm sorry. You know what? I don't have any. No, wait a minute now. I played basketball.
Yeah, same here.
Did you? There
I
you
did,
go. Okay,
yeah.
so you go up to the foul line,
Of
right?
course.
Okay. I got to bounce the ball twice.
Oh, yeah.
I have to. I can't take a shot without bouncing it twice.
I always dribble 3 times, then spin it in my hands twice, and then dribble another 3 times and go up for the shot.
And did it work?
In most cases, yes. I like to think so.
You see? So, that's the thing. I think what we want to do is we want to put a shout out next time that, mind you, Raptors are out now, so that's
Sadly,
a sad one.
yeah.
That was tough. Boy, it's pretty crazy down at the ACC in that whole area down there. In Maple Leaf Square.
Oh, it's amazing. I actually went to game 3, even though they lost that game. The atmosphere, you have to experience it. You have to experience it live. You can't really put it into words. It's that incredible. It's amazing.
So, like I haven't been there. I haven't been there live. So so when you're down there, can you move? Can you breathe? Because honestly, from the television, it doesn't look like, it looks like you're awfully close.
Well, I was pretty lucky for game 3 because I went down with one of my friends and it was actually raining a little bit. So there weren't that many people. So we were actually front row of the entire crowd. So we actually got very lucky in that regard right there.
Really? Well, you know what? I think it's the dating center of the downtown Toronto core. I really do. I don't know. The question is, the girls, are you girls going down there because you want to kind of feel the temperature in the neighborhood or meet some cute guy that's standing beside or in front of you, behind you?
We know your secret agenda.
Well, that's the thing, because I notice you look at, okay, predominantly there's guys.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Predominantly there's guys. But, hey, it wouldn't surprise me because sports is a great way to meet people. And sometimes people are very superstitious about how and where they meet people.
Oh, of course they are. Yeah, you see that all the time.
Now, is it superstition or are they kind of labeling things? It's kind of like, okay, a girl will say, well, I'll never meet a guy in a club.
Maybe part of it is labeling a little bit because they think that club environment, it's all party mode and everything. They aren't going to meet that special someone, I guess.
Yeah, I know. But the funny part is if that person's in the club, the way I look at it is they like music. They like going out. They like getting, out on the circuit and they like entertainment. They don't want to be a couch potato. So, girls, guys, you already have something in common because you're in the same environment.
Exactly. If you're in the same environment, you have all those things in common. You like the same thing. So chances are you're going to be able to interact nicely and, a relationship might work.
You'd think so. Unless, of course, it's a playa.
It's like that show they used to run on Comedy Central, Keys to the VIP.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, there's a fear of the playa, unless, of course, and that could be a female or a male. There's no definition there on sex, okay? But, getting back to superstition, and thinking about the hockey circuit. Okay, so you have no shaving.
Yeah, the playoff beard.
You got it.
The classic
you got the
playoff beard.
Well, there was that commercial last year that was really gross.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that commercial?
I do remember that.
Oh, man, that was brutal. That commercial, oh, man. I think it was a leg and a bunch of hair on it and someone there shaving it.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then it was a girl.
Yeah.
And she says, well, hey, it's playoff time. Wasn't it something like that?
I vaguely remember that commercial. It's hilarious.
So I don't know. I just want to let everyone know. I don't think that that's a superstition for women in sports. I haven't really been approached with that one before, but the playoff beard certainly. And, there's another one, which is skates. Some pro athletes, they actually wear socks. Other ones do not wear socks.
Oh, no?
No, they will not wear socks in skates.
You'd think that your feet would get all mangled if you weren't wearing socks.
Yeah, or be incredibly uncomfortable. I don't know. Maybe they use baby powder beforehand just to make it comfortable. I don't know. It's just, they don't wear socks. And then, of course, different textures of socks would probably play in there.
Exactly.
And whether or not you're washing the underclothing. That's an interesting one. I don't know. know, I guess with the scent that comes out of the whole hockey world, I mean, Wayne Gretzky a few years ago created this new product where you could actually bring all your equipment in. And I think it was under his line.
Okay.
I don't know how it went off. I think actually maybe his dad has followed suit with it now. I'm not sure. But I remember reading all about it. So it's because of the scent that comes out of hockey equipment.
Yeah.
So there you go. So maybe that's part of a superstition. Don't clean it.
Yeah, don't
or
clean
do
it.
clean it. I don't
'Cause
know.
If you clean it, you might play. You might be off the next game.
Could be.
Never know, right? You never
Could
know.
be. I know.
Superstitions are a very interesting thing. Like we were talking about, I didn't play a lot of hockey as a kid. I focused more on basketball. We have those routines, And even when I play a different sport like golf, I was telling you earlier before we sat down in the studio to chat, I could reveal it here. I could reveal it here on the show. Before I play golf, I tie my shoes twice. I tie them up, untie them, and tie them again. I think I did it once when I was a kid, and I keep on doing it. I don't know why. It just happens.
You know what? We got to find out if Tiger Woods does the same thing.
I'd hope so. That would be amazing.
It's funny because I think that if you really believe that this is going to, I don't know, maybe it's something that kind of eases your mind as you focus into the next shot.
Oh, of course. It's all psychological.
Yeah, it could be. Like you just want that, okay, psychological. You talk about psychological. Did you know you're out and about, you're at a social function, okay? And you're talking to somebody you don't know.
Okay.
And that person's asking you something that you're really not ready for an answer yet. So you can't just stall because you don't want to look like you're a complete idiot, right?
Yeah.
So what will you do? You will laugh. You will turn away. You may cough. You're going to do something until the brain picks up the space.
Exactly.
Right? That time, that break in between, so that then you can figure out what your answer is going to be.
It's like, oh, sorry, my phone's ringing. Oh, I don't hear your phone ringing. No, it's on silent. I got to get this call. Just give me a second. I'll be right back.
They actually had an app for that too,
Oh, the fake phone call.
The fake phone call, yeah. How many people out there, come on girls, you let me know. How many of you use the fake phone call? Say you've gone on to Lava Life, you met some guy at some place, and now you're using the fake phone call application. Okay, getting back to superstitions. But no, seriously, a lot of people will actually do that. And I think that in sports, that is a possibility, because if you're stopping and you're dribbling and you're thinking and, and you're doing these different things before your shot, it's giving you time to focus.
To focus and get ready for that shot.
Yeah. So you know what? There's got to be another category then in Wikipedia over here. You know that, eh? Pull it out a superstition because it may not just be a superstition. They're talking about what exactly is the definition of a superstition, a belief or a notion not based on reason or knowledge. Really? Okay. Circumstance, occurrence. That's interesting. So how does that fit in when we're buying our lottery tickets? I don't know. How many people out there go out? Like, think about this. You go out and you go and have Chinese food and you get your fortune cookie.
Quite a few people, I'd say.
And on one side of it, you have numbers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The lucky numbers, apparently.
Right. So you take those numbers and you got to go buy a lottery ticket. But why do some of those fortune cookies only have 6 numbers? You got a problem if you're going to buy Lotto Max.
Yeah.
There you go. So
yeah, exactly. So you're completely thrown off right there with those 6 numbers.
Well, yeah, because then it's not going to fit. So you're going to have to go back to like Lotterio or something like that. Because then they do the 6 numbers,
exactly.
right? Or
649.
649.
Yeah, the 649.
649. They're the ones that might be able to have it. Well, if I think about real estate for a moment, because I know a lot of the subjects that I talk on are real estate related.
Of course.
Pulling away from always talking about condos. But in real estate, it makes a difference whether or not your house faces north, east, south, or west.
I guess is a thing about the view or
no, the Asian community they love to face east.
Oh, interesting. Do you know why or?
That part of it, I'm not even sure. I'm going to actually have to do research on that because it's here. I'm going to type it in. It's interesting. They also have it now. I do know this one. If you buy a house and you have a tree blocking the front door. Okay. That means that you're stopping the good luck from getting into the house.
Because you're blocking the entrance.
Yes,
the main entrance.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can't. So I guess it's a good luck and numbers. I mean, they don't like the number 4.
That's
and
one of their unlucky numbers.
Yeah, I think it's all part of, I think you could bring in the fact that, it would be part of a feng shui.
Yeah, I was just about to suggest that. Now, you mentioned numbers, Linda. Do you have a lucky number or a favorite number?
Yeah, I do actually. Well, so does everybody else. Well, I do like 7. My sons were hockey number 7. I mean, that was their number way back. And my basketball number was 15 and 35
Oh,
in the
1535?
two different teams. Yeah.
There
yeah.
you go. You got Vince Carter and Kevin Durant.
Oh, you're good.
Thank you. Thank you.
And how about yourself?
21. It's always 21 was the number I wore when I played for the Oakville Select Basketball Club. And that was my favorite season playing ball. So, I've always, my Twitter handle is at Justin Goulet 21. So I always use 21 for all my email addresses, anything I can.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
so
always
it's not
been
an
21.
age.
Well, it's funny because I am 21.
Oh, you are 21.
I am.
Oh, okay.
So it's
well,
hopefully
stay 21 forever then. What the heck?
I hope so. Like one of the vampires from Twilight, I'll stay the same age, hopefully.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, it's funny because that's what some people do too. Is they use their birth year.
Mm-hmm.
They put their birth year on their email addresses. They don't do the 19. They might do the 84, or, 96 or whatever they're using, right? So that's great. So who's 21? Do we have a 21 in our Raptors team? I'm not even sure.
Well, Gravis Vasquez.
Oh, right. Okay.
We got Gravis Vasquez.
You're right. You've got it.
We've got Vasquez, of course, Tim Duncan, one of my favorite all-time players. We got some great 21s out there.
So you've got the corners covered.
There you go. I like to. So,
well, on the feng shui, it's funny because it says here that it translates to wind and water.
oh, okay.
So we got to get into that, but I hear that we need a break because you're on next.
Indeed, I am. Thank you, Linda.
Linda Pinizzato. She's not your typical realtor. She's your real estate counselor, teacher, and advisor. Whether it's a house, townhome, or condo, when you're ready, she's your negotiator. With 34 years of experience, Linda guarantees that you have the real estate knowledge you need to make the right decisions. Call Linda Pinizzato at Sutton Group Quantum Realty, 416-561-7373, or visit her at lindapinizzato.com.